Death strike's ready.
Buck chuck ready.
Alright, Rich, go ahead and take us off. Begin orbiting the airport.
Upchuck Spirit will take off last, so Death Strike whenever you're ready.
Yep. Rambo, follow them. Just follow behind them as a safe distance.
Andre, once they've got some distance, take off and follow. Yeah, you're clear. Go ahead.
For the purpose of this training, we want to give people a decent bit of altitude, so climb to 200.
Okay, looks like everyone's holding 200.
Andre, circle out.
Alright, so just watch your speed. Make sure it doesn't go below 80. Don't need to flare just yet. You just want to bring us down. Make sure you're looking for a smooth area to land with plenty of room. At this point, you're probably going to want to turn.
A left turn.
Just watch your speed on this turn.
Andre, cross the runway, keep a right turn, and then come back and follow it. Keep banking right. Right. Bank right. Bank means turn. So turn right, go south for a bit, make another right turn, line with the runway.
You go hop over a minute.
That was bad.
Okay, maintain this heading for a few seconds.
You could be cut out at any time. You should have been ready. Your engine is repaired.
Right, begin a right-hand turn.
Just take us back. Just land back where we were.
Alright, hop in, Rich.
Close. It was that was a very hard landing.
Right, it just put us down by the red smoke, Rambo.
Andre, go ahead and get in and put us over where the other choppers are.
Wally, you're next in this one.
Yeah, right back where we were. Watch any choppers taking off.
Eagle One's returning.
As I was saying though, Rambo, that was good. Just a bit hard, he flared a bit early. Quick mention, a good way to think about this is that when you lose the engine, you've suddenly lost all energy, you only have potential energy. Think of this as a reserve, and by performing any movement with the helicopter, you're bleeding this reserve, i.e. flaring, turning, and generally this reserve is always emptying, like it's leaking. So basically, if you try and remember it that way, you'll remember that you want to flare at the right moment, otherwise you're going to waste your reserve and you're just going to belly flop.
Mongo, one thing, does ARMA model the collective control where you have to put it all the way down or else rotors free spin?
Yep,
no.
It does. It does. You have to immediately drop the throttle as soon as you lose the engine, otherwise it will not free spin and you will immediately lose all potential energy.
Alright, we're chop out. Richie, if you want to come over to this first.
Well, Holly, go ahead and school up. And you can, yeah, you can take off. Climb to 200.
Alright, Richie, hop in as pilot.
Upchuck's group is done.
Go ahead and spool up, Richie. Clear, we'll take off climb to 200. Orbit the airport.
Andre, the main thing you gotta realize is when you're in a situation like that, don't waste energy by trying to turn around and get back. Look for a clearing and hit it. Just waste energy trying to turn around. And also, you also let off a lot of speed while you're still high, so you came in really hard. You want to maintain 80 kph right before you're about to land. Oh Jesus Christ.
Oh, someone yelled at it, please.
Blow me.
I thought your girlfriend
Should you
already
climb
did
up?
that.
Climb up to 200, Richie. 200 AGL.
Well, Holly, go ahead and turn towards the airfield. Hello.
Keep circling back around, Witchy.
Perfect. Go ahead and take off and return to where the bird was. Is that it? You can get... As saying with Holly, if you practice a lot more in the editor, you'll either get it with a keyboard and mouse, or I still suggest joysticks for everything.
Turn to this clearing. Make sure you have a clearing in front of you at least. Keep your speed above 80.
Go ahead and take us back to the smoke, Wahali.
Alright, flare. Good job. We're alive. Still conscious, Witty? Alright, take us back to the airfield. Land us at the smoke.
Zedic! Seriously, you're not doing yourself any favours here and you're just making yourself to be the condescending dick. Right, well, if you take us a bit further towards the red smoke, you should be able to put us exactly on it. Josh, if you want to make your way over towards the helicopter, well, Holly, just do your best to put her down. Yeah, you want to get when you're in the slow hover, minor adjustments. Otherwise, this is... It's alright. I can fix these things.
Alright, Tequila, you're up.
No, if you just want to set it down here.
Alright, so with anti-torque loss, there's generally two situations you're going to run into. One is you're under fire and you don't have time to deal with it. If you're in that case, your best bet is to try and maintain a level vehicle and bring her down to a safe spot on the ground. Attempting forward momentum will take some doing. So if you are hovering over an LZ, say, RPG hits your tail rotor, try and keep her level and bring her down to the ground as safely as possible. It won't be pleasant, but odds are you'll live. If you have the option of time to try and control the bird, you will want to try and maintain a level spin, and it's like being on a Ferris wheel. This thing's going to start kicking around on you. Try and keep her level. Try and get some altitude so that you have room to maneuver and attempt to gain control. Landing a spinning bird or trying to move a spinning bird is a big challenge at best. Once you have some altitude, you can try and nose down. It's often a case of rocking your controls against your spin to attempt to build up some sort of forward momentum. Once you get enough forward momentum in a dive, you will stabilize and you'll be able to fly pretty much normally until you try and land again. If you lose your anti-torque while you're moving, just immediately head back to base or a safe location to touchdown. Don't try and touchdown out in the field. You'll just have to deal with a little spin when you come down. Oftentimes you want to do a roll-on landing in that case to avoid spinning around wildly as you land. But this is a worst-case scenario where Death Strike is hovering over the LZ or over a target, and something hits his tail rotor, and he's going to lose control and demonstrate to us regaining control and bringing the bird down.
Okay, let's see here. I've lost my anti-torque rotor. No rudder control whatsoever. What I'm going to do is I'm going to roll against the AT loss, try to bring it under control. What I'm doing now is I'm watching my altitude. As you see, I can try and gain some speed if I want to. What I want to do is try and keep it nice and controlled. Slowly coming down, being mindful of what is going around me. So I see drifting towards there, nosing forward a bit, trying to come away. Nosing forward again, trying to keep the aircraft rolled against the spin here. So technically I'm rolled to the left here, varying the degree to try and control the spin, decreasing altitude again, slowly coming down, and down. No damage apart from anti-torque loss. I'm going to set myself back up now.
Alright, you want to do it again to strike, except this time attempt to gain momentum while in the air?
Yeah, I can demonstrate that. As I say though there, what you want to do is, since you have lost your anti-torque rotor control, you'll want to use the roll of the aircraft to counter the roll, but you have to vary it very suddenly. This is why I say the joystick comes into it, because you will be making very sudden movements to counter the movement. Okay, again here, I'm going to lose my anti-torque rotor and the aircraft begins to spin. What I'm going to do again, roll against the spin, and now I'm going to nose the aircraft down and increase the throttle. Slightly, because as you see, if I put too much throttle in like this, I just spin even more and even more uncontrollably, because I'm generating way too much torque to counter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to gently lift and lower the throttle until I find a balance point where the torque is less enough for me to start moving. By rolling and nosing the aircraft down, it takes a while, but sometimes you'll eventually get it. Again though, you have to be mindful of the position. Eventually, it may not be perfect, but here we go. As you see, I'm moving backwards, so I'm going to have to work with now the fact that I'm moving backwards. And I'm going to roll the aircraft around, trying to correct this. As I say, I'm moving out your view distance, so I'll keep explaining what I'm doing here. What I'm trying to do is now gain forward momentum since I've lost my spin rotation here. This can be the hardest part, but you'll find you can get yourself into this. As you see, it's a bit topsy-turvy. The aircraft's actually settled more into a sideways, so really in this situation I could keep flying it, but you'll find it hard to correct.
I have to say that's the best sideways flying I've ever seen.
Well, when you have a view height, it's actually quite easy.
Oh yeah.
So, I'm going to come in here for a sideways landing, may as well. Really kicking the helicopter around here, trying to maintain my forward speed, because if I know the moment I lose that speed, the helicopter's just going to start spinning again. It's going to be a bit hard to put it down here to you guys, so... flaring in this sense, trying to reduce it, but I'm being mindful still of my speed, trying to keep it moving. Flaring again. I'm a bit out here, but as you see, I'm inducing the spin now, and down.
Now, keep in mind, flying sideways is not something you will often get into. That's sort of a the dice just happened to roll that way. It's pretty rare that the bird will stabilize sideways. When you're in that kind of crazy rocking, spinning, trying to gain speed, look at the try and keep an eye on the direction that your bird is moving. And if you attempt to nose down into that, and as you come out of that direction, nose up a little bit, you'll eventually rock into that, and it'll suddenly stabilize. It's a bit automagical, and you just have to experience it.
Yeah, this is where the practice really does come in. Do you want me to just quickly demo away moving tail rotor loss just so you see how it's supposed to be done? Alright, I'll fly off to the south here and run into the airfield and lose my tail rotor, so in this case you can say you've lost it or you're on your approach with your lost tail rotor. So I'm going to come in now, banking around. Okay, I'm going to reduce speed to 100 knots. Okay, and tail rotor is now disabled. So maintaining forward speed. Trying to keep the aircraft on the straight and level. Trying to lose as much altitude as I can whilst I still have control of the aircraft. And I'm going to start a gradual slowing down. Here I am really riding it on the throttle. As you can see, the helicopter wants to turn to the right here with the rotor. You can see losing it. Using the spin. Nope, lost it here. And that's an engine loss. Aircraft, however, is on the ground, but that's that's a bad example.
Well, and the thing to remember is a good landing is one where everybody survives. So it's great to practice doing no damage landings where you're not going to cause any additional injuries to your passengers or crew. But if you can get the bird down and nobody dies, you have successfully, saved lives. Because the other option is augering in and everybody dies. Nope.
I just fix them for a living.
Alright guys, who wants to die first?